Happy payday, friends. How are you doing today? We're going to get started at the top of the hour, but I wanted to sign in early and mingle with those that are here. Carry my heart. Your first live welcome. It is great to have you here. Hope you got your paycheck ready because we're going to be doing some assigning in just a bit. Also, first time being available for a live. Welcome. Yeah, I was really curious about this 10 Eastern time slot. Usually we do the lives later in the day, but it's payday. It's everyone's favorite day. So I didn't want anyone to have to wait till this afternoon or later tonight to figure out what that paycheck is going to do for them. So I put it early in the morning. So who else do we have here? If you want, go to the chat window, tell me your name, say hi. I'd love to meet you. And we'll get started in 3 minutes, somewhere right at the top of the hour. Also, you still have time to get your payday drink. Your drink of choice for figuring out what that paycheck's going to do for you in your spending plan. My go-to, coffee. Got to have it. So run and get that before the top of the hour. Yeah, payday and live stream. Best of both worlds. Josh from Orlando over here giving jobs to dollars. Julie watching from Texas. Coffee in hand. That's the only way to do it. I know there's some tea people out there. Tea is fine. I could never do that. Brooke, good morning. Good to have you here. Favorite coffee brand? Boy, whatever looks good at Costco. I know that's not super fancy, but it's just the right combination of price and quality. And then when I take trips, go on vacation, that's where I'm seeking out better quality coffee. And I don't care about the brand. We have Kim from Pennsylvania. Welcome, Kim. Oh, and Kim, this is going to be a fun day for you. I'm a teacher, so I got 6 paychecks in one, and now I'm just moving it from a holding category. So Kim, I set aside 10 minutes. You might need a little bit more time than that to figure out what all of that money needs to do, but that's all right. We have Brian from Missouri, Anna from Portugal, from Malaysia, new YNABer. Hey, welcome. Great to have you here. Ashley, you knew it was coming, right? Folks, Ashley L is in the comments. She's going to be helping me out there. Dawn is drinking Monster Zero. Love it. All right, folks, 1 minute and we'll get started here. Just saying hi to everyone. Ben, my partner in crime over on Budget Nerds, welcome. Casey from New Jersey. Hi, Casey. All right, folks. It's the top of the hour. Welcome to the Payday Hangout. So this is where we figure out what that brand new paycheck is going to be doing in our spending plan. At this point, we've already made a plan for those dollars that are already there. This is now an opportunity to take a look at that new pile of money that just landed in our account and figure out what it needs to do for us. So this is an opportunity for us to be intentional, a chance to slow down and prioritize each and every new dollar that has just come in. And we do this so that ultimately we can spend joyfully, so that we can spend without any second guessing or guilt. And I guess really at the end of the day, here's the ultimate goal is we take time to figure out what each new paycheck needs to do for us so that when we lay our heads down to sleep at the end of the night, we're not worrying about money. Sure, there might be thousands of other worries in our life at that point, but money isn't one of them. So I love this payday ritual because it allows me to slow down and make sure that I'm being intentional with my money. And I love that we get to do that together today. So you're going to need three things. You're going to need YNAB Open. You're going to need your most recent paychecks, or like Kim, if you're a teacher, you're going to need your most recent set of paychecks. And if YNAB hasn't imported your paycheck yet, no problem. Just add it yourself. That way those dollars are available, ready to assign. And then also, you're going to need your payday drink of choice. Because here's the thing. I know that most of us already have our individual payday rituals, things that we do, and we all have that drink that we grab when those new dollars arrive. So for me, it's coffee. And I always drink it. This is my favorite mug. It's the YNAB FanFest mug. And it's not my favorite because it's YNAB. It is a quality mug. It's the perfect size. It has great insulation. And I love everything about it. I love the way it feels in my hand. So that is always filled with coffee on payday. And then I'm sitting in my pink chair. But today I'm in my office. So I'm curious, what is your payday drink of choice? I know we have other coffee fans in the house. Someone mentioned drinking a Monster Energy drink. I love that. And you can just share right in the chat window. So we got YNAB open. We got that paycheck entered, ready to go. Those dollars are up top. And then we got our payday drink. Kim is iced coffee. I don't know. There's just something about grabbing a familiar setting, an environment, a drink, something to kick off the payday ritual with. Iced coffee for Carry My Heart. Brooke is all about the strawberry banana body armor drinks. Hey, those are good. I've got some of those in the refrigerator as well. Just water. My son Simeon drinks Rain. Those things got about 300 milligrams of caffeine. Don't recommend that. We've got sparkling water. Ashley's LMNT, electrolyte water, and iced coffee. Always have to have multiple drinks. Okay, that's a new one. Multiple drinks, but Ashley, that's what I would expect from you. I love it. Okay, so we are ready to go. Let's do this together. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a timer for 10 minutes. And I'm just going to kind of let you do your thing while I do my thing. I'll put on some background music. If that's bothering you, just go ahead, turn your computer down. Just make sure you turn it up when we come back together. And you'll have 10 minutes to figure out what the new money needs to do for you. And if you get done early, you can approve some of the other transactions sitting in your account registers, reconcile your accounts, cover overspending, or just sit around and stare at your category balances, right? Just kind of scroll through and see where you're at with that spending plan. And then when we're done, we'll come back together as a group and reflect on that experience. I would love to hear how it went for some of you in the chat. And then we'll end with some YNAB wins. And the other thing that I'm going to have going on here, they're on the screen now. I'm going to have the 5 questions up. So the 5 questions are something that we always use when new money arrives. And the purpose of these questions is to help us prioritize. These questions are going to help us consider all the possibilities, all the things that our money could do for us. And then we kind of get to pick and choose based on our circumstances, based on the information that we have, our values, our priorities, what that money exactly needs to do. So think of these questions as a guide, meaning you can ask them in any order. You don't have to even ask yourself all of those questions. Maybe at the end of the month, I just focus on this last question. What changes do I need to make, if any? So their purpose is to help you, so use them in any way that you want. All right, questions are up. I'm going to start that timer. I'm going to get that music going, and let's go ahead and figure out what the money's for. Got about 5 minutes left, folks. And if you're already done signing money, I put a list of things you could do in the chat window. One more minute. All right. That 10 minutes went way too fast. So I'd love to hear from folks about that experience. How was it? Excuse me. Were there some hard trade-offs you had to make with that paycheck? Maybe there was something exciting you were able to put the money towards. Whatever the case, share it in the chat. I'd love to hear. And I'd love to then share that with the rest of the folks who put that on the screen. I know for me, as I was looking through the categories, I realized, oh, we've got a lot of money in massage. So I sent a text to my wife, Christy. I'm like, hey, you got to book your massage. You haven't done that yet. Because if you don't, I'm going to take that money. Anyone want to share about their experience? I know there is a little bit of a delay between the platform that I'm using and YouTube. From Kim, I prioritized funding my travel categories because I have some trips upcoming. Also moved some money to an investment account. Love that. Anyone else? What else we got? Travel's in the air. Prioritizing the travel categories for me as well. Finally, at the point we can find a bit extra for retirement, trying to play catch up. That's got to feel great, right? JoJo's money. I love this hang while I fund my Chicago trip and moved money to my Roth IRA. From Dawn, plumber is here right now. So I had to put $500 in home maintenance. Not a lot left for other things. Yeah, sometimes we're figuring out what the money's for, and it's not always the exciting things, the fun things. But boy, at least we have that clarity going forward. All right. I want to end our time with some YNAB wins. I love YNAB wins. This is a great way for us to celebrate the YNAB community. So, what is a win that you've had lately? Share it in the chat, and this can be big or small. It can be something that you accomplished, or maybe it's a new habit you developed, maybe a habit you walked away from, a new mindset shift. Whatever the case, big or small, I would love to hear your win and to celebrate that alongside you and with the other YNABers that we have here today. From Kim, my smart watch broke this week, and I already had the money set aside for a replacement, ordered yesterday. Awesome. I was recently able to buy the small business I've been working for. Just me, but I am trying to get the grooming van fixed up. Love that Graphadil. Actually, I think Ben and I just recorded another Budget Nerds episode. And I'm pretty sure we shared a win that you shared with us. Boy, this is probably 9 months ago. So stay tuned for next Wednesday. All right, here's a win on debt paydown journey, and I was able to find another $200 a month to add to credit card debt. Congrats. That's got to feel amazing. That's a big step. Hi, Cheryl. While on my trip, I've got a Christmas, birthday, and wedding purchase. I originally assigned it to travel, but now I put it in its proper categories. Love that. I had money set aside for my Prime Day shopping. Awesome win. Managed to stay in budget for the shopping category. That's a big win. From Peapod, we decided to get married this year, and we've been able to pay for everything in cash thanks to being YNABers for the last 2 years. It feels amazing to be able to start our shared life debt-free. Man, that has to feel amazing. Congratulations to the both of you. Absolutely. Love that. All right, folks, looks like that's all the wins for today. Thank you for hanging out with me and the rest of the YNAB community during this payday time. It's been great. We'll do it again. And as always, take care and happy YNABing. See you later.